I wasn't planning on partaking in the devil's lettuce that night, but when Jesus Christ hands you a blunt, you have to accept it, right?
You have to.
Welcome, everybody, to the Voice Chat Podcast. My name is Mars from TheAMaazing.
I'm Laddi.
I'm Rushlight Invader.
And I'm James. Haha.
Thank you, James. Last time he was like James from down the street, so I'm glad that he's so leveled up to
He's upgraded.
James. Before we start, I'd just like to thank all of the patrons and channel members, especially major shout out to Jason Roop and I'm a Creepy Cookie. Also shout out to everybody on the screen for supporting the podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
If you want to listen to the podcast a week early, please consider being a patron or a channel member. If you want to be a part of the podcast at the beginning of the videos, please sign up. And major shout out to everyone who drew fan art for us, as well as reviewed us on all the platforms. We appreciate it super duper duper. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
You know what we
And
should
now
do?
thank you, James, for being part of the podcast.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks for having me back on. How long has it been, fellas?
Years and years.
Years.
2
A
years?
few
Has it actually
years.
2 years?
I am no
Since
clue.
I was on, or since the last episode?
Since
Is that the same thing?
Yes.
Hopefully not the last episode. Oh, God.
That's that.
No, IDK.
I'm looking it up.
He's looking it
Yeah,
up.
Keep
boy.
talking.
But I'm pretty sure it's been like a year or two.
3 years.
3 years.
Oh boy,
That's
Holy
crazy.
I love reminiscing about how much time has passed.
No, that's actually like insane. I thought we had you like 3 months ago. Like,
No, that's not how that works.
Where does the time?
No way.
This is a question for everyone in the audience, or when I say the audience, this is a question for everyone on the panel. I feel like the older I get, the more I talk about my age. Is that true with everyone else?
That's true.
that
That's
true?
true.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
You know, when you're like in your early 20s, you're like, crazy. I'm immortal. I can do whatever I want. And then now I'm 27. I'm like, oh, every day I'm like, I can't believe I'm 27. Do you remember when I was 24 and I did this? Do you remember when I was this and I did it? And I feel like 27 is such a young age to be complaining about how old you are, because I know when I'm like 35, I'm going to wish I was 27, you know? So now I'm like,
Yeah.
I have this anxiety of like, enjoy the time while I have it, you know, but then life just keeps happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
you
I don't
reckon
know.
yeah, like
Oh.
Laddi, do you find that you're doing that?
I was gonna say, when I was 24 last year, so
Back in the good old days. Back in the good old days.
When I was younger than you old piece of shit.
I was stressing out about being 24 because I was like, I'm not young 23 anymore. But then like 24 went by and I enjoyed being 24. So I turned 25 this past year and I didn't care. I'm just like chilling.
25's a big age, because that's when your frontal lobe is done.
My
Right?
frontal lobe is done.
Isn't Maz,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
the doctor.
No.
Tell me.
Finally. Maz, how's my
finally
frontal
developed?
lobe?
Oh God, let me squidge it a bit.
But yeah, I
Nah.
think I just kind of stopped caring about aging personally.
Mm.
Do you feel like it's because we're doing YouTube and it's, you know, a very kind of fast-moving, fast-paced job that all these young people are coming into that's making it worse? Because I relate, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I remember, because I feel like that was us at one point, Maz. I feel like we were the young kids on the block, and all these old YouTubers were like, well, they're just getting younger and younger. And now we have these Minecraft YouTubers who are even younger, getting like, as you know, like I see
Becoming
the
sexual
path
abuse?
that they're
Sorry,
going.
sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
I was gonna say, I see the
Sorry,
I see the
sorry.
path they're going down, and I'm like, oh, so
Not again.
what's the end goal here? What do we? We're all aging at the same time, really, if you think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, well, welcome to the Boomer Podcast. I'm your host.
Welcome to the Boomer Podcast.
But I guess it is
We're playing
crazy now,
games.
right? Because we are now experiencing like the longevity of YouTube and TikTok as a platform. This used to be like a fairly fresh career, but now we're hitting decades. Like literally, Jack's Films posted a video, and he was like, "I've been doing this for more than 10 years," and I was like, "Wow, that is
My 10-year
crazy.
anniversary is coming up in September.
Whoa.
No
It'll be
way.
10 years.
Oh, shut up, James.
2014 of September.
Sorry,
Wait, is that
Big Penny,
true?
baby.
And I posted my first comic in 2012. I got a tablet for my 16th birthday, And then I posted a comic on Tumblr in 2012 when I was 16, and now I'm 27. So that's over 10 years. Yeah.
Oldest is 9 years ago. Wow, that is
It's my video,
actually
yeah.
insane.
Look up me at the zoo. Every so often, I like look up the me at the zoo video just to see like how many years it's been. And I'm always like impressed, like, wow, 15 years, wow, 18 years. Like, so much time has changed. What's this Pikachu hater?
Rush 11 years
Is
ago.
that you, Rush?
Yeah, I'm 11 years
11
old on
years.
YouTube.
You already hit
Man.
10 plus years. That's crazy.
Yeah.
This is like
Yeah.
a very interesting phenomenon that's happening. There's like this new like digital footprint that you can like have access to. Like, I don't think you've ever had, like in the 90s, the internet had like forum posts, and some of those forums are still up that you can like see relics of. But like YouTube is only around since 2005, and now so much time has passed, and you know more people are like getting into
7
YouTube that we have this like digital like scrapbook almost of just like here's all the my things that I did a long time ago. You know, like I
Here's
don't
what I
think there's
thought
ever going
about.
to be. Yeah.
What
Look
if-
at us.
I
Look
deleted
at
my
us getting
DVR.
old.
Old.
I have a video idea.
Oldie.
Rush, how old is me at the zoo?
Me at the
18
zoo.
years old.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I looked it
God.
up
Wait,
already.
you can drink in Australia now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Congratulations,
how-
me at the zoo.
How like I don't want to say horrible, but like how bad is it that all of us in our 20s, actually Rush, how old are you?
No, don't. Why do you say that?
We're all like complaining about how old we are, but we're still all in our 20s, you know? So like what I'm sure a lot of like 40-year-olds are laughing at us and rolling in their
Yeah.
gravestones.
Do you think 40-year-olds watch this podcast?
Our audience is mostly 40-year-olds now.
Yeah.
I was
That's
gonna
how
Kids
long. That's
lying
how
about
much
their
time
age.
has passed.
No, absolutely. Right? Like, they watched it for sure.
Yeah.
what were
I can see
what were
the
some of
timeline.
your
I feel like-
favorite times, fellas?
Yeah, but as in, like, we're getting, like, I think what's interesting about getting older is, like, you're 100% right. You get perspective about things that we did early in the community. Like, we started almost 10 years ago, which is insane to think about, but it's just a fact now. And I remember when, at that time, being like, feeling like I was a young one on the block, and I was like, damn, I'm so good, you know. And then now I'm looking at all these people who are joining, and I'm just like, nah, they're not good. You know, like I'm a bit of like, they're not cool. They're not cool.
And then you like
But,
look
like,
back at your old stuff and you're like, oh, I was never good. Why did
I
people
sucked.
watch?
Right, like we talked about that. Like we watched it.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's crazy. Like we made a video about watching our first videos 5 years ago. Like that's insane.
Oh, man. That's
I wonder, it'd be a cool idea for a video for someone with a 10-year expiration date, or how many times it's been uploading. I mean, make a video about all the topics you brought up throughout the years that you were like, my mind has changed on this, or I experienced this topic.
Wow.
And it's like,
that would be
10 years
interesting.
later, it'd be called. Or something like that.
Yes, I already have like so much to. Can I like fill up this whole podcast about things that I would retroactively change about my videos?
Like what?
So okay, so like imagine.
Jaded.
No, what? Like I did this whole video about my horrible roommates in college, and now I look back and I'm like, what a piece of. Can I swear on this podcast?
Yeah, of course.
No,
Yeah.
Not you.
I
Not
look
you,
back
only
at
Rush.
not me. Yeah. I look
Don't
back and I'm like, what a piece of shit I was. That like I was with these like crappy roommates, but instead of like talking to them or try to like resolve any issues, I just dealt with it, and then I left and then made a YouTube video about it, and then I like put them all on blast. Now, like if anything like that would happen, I would never just like make a video like, guys, let me tell you about my horrible experiences working with these contractors. These guys would never go, like, you know, like that's shitty thing to do, you know.
That's a little. That's
But
a bitch
here I am
move
just
right there.
complaining about exactly. So I look back on that video and I cringe. there was times. Do you guys know that I did a whole video about the Dark Crystal?
A few times.
I said some things about that movie that like I was like, what? Why did this happen? I don't get it. And then after rewatching it like 10 times, I was like, oh, I get it now. And also like I don't know, for like movie reviews like that, I'm also just I've come to learn like just be happy that movies and shows exist now, because like I so many people who are way more talented than me would work day in and day out on these projects, and then here I am in my closet going, the pacing was a little slow, you know, like shut up, kid, like you don't know what you could make something better. So I don't know.
I'm just imagining you beating the shit out of your younger self. Shut up, kid.
Oh, And I could do that as well. I am stronger but like I can fight better than my younger self too. So I definitely could beat up my younger self.
I don't think I can. I don't think I can.
What's funny is that idea that you had this tussle with your roommates, and instead of talking, you just made the video. Like that's how they found out. They're like, Jesus Christ, dude! I could have you could just talked to us. Like what?
Exactly.
What?
But
now
no, I
you
just
just made so
passive.
much money out of us.
Does anyone else want to like retroactively like change like videos? Like have you matured or decided that you didn't want to make a certain type of video?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
are
Why
they?
do you think
What are
Dragon
they?
Ball Pooper is a...
Nah.
What? Dragon Ball Pooper's a classic.
I'm so on the fence that fucking video. It's like fucking. It's like part of history. People comment like, "I remember this growing up. It's so classic, my childhood." And I'm just like, I want to delete this. And then on the other hand, I'm like, it's pretty well animated.
You can't delete it. I think you need to keep it up just so people, because like people know when a video is over 7 years old. You know, they know when it's like an old isn't what you
it's 6
are
years old.
anymore. Oh, it's only 6 years old? Okay. What the heck?
Well, never mind. My point out.
They're like, oh,
6 years. That's like yesterday.
True. It's true.
That's
I
so
think
funny.
like I used to be super cringe back then. Because like back when I was just starting out YouTube, I was really bad at talking to people. Maybe I don't know. I think I might have autism, but I haven't been diagnosed, so I can't say.
Yeah.
But I just did not know how to talk to anyone back then. So it was definitely all just a learning experience. And so when I listened to some of the I don't know, stuff I'd say back then, I'd be like, wow, that I would not have done that joke like that anymore. I would have said that way differently, way better. But yeah, I don't know. Just learned a lot.
On the topic of YouTubers and autism, I think that if you upload a YouTube video, you have some form of autism. Like there's just something that attracts you to, like if you are willing to sit in your room and edit a video and then put yourself out there for the world to see, you got something. There's something going on.
Some kind of neurodivergence.
And maybe the doctor in this group can back me up on this, but I feel like
I wouldn't disagree. I think adequately making a career out of YouTube requires a certain degree of attention span and a certain degree of like mentality that normal people probably don't have. Like I think because look at all the animation community. Like the people who have made careers are the ones who are staying in their rooms locked up and just spending hours just animating, right? Like, I would not say we're normal people. No.
Yeah.
Well, I was
Remember the big trend
say,
about everyone being introverted? Like, guys, I'm an introvert.
I'm an introvert.
How does everyone feel about loud club music? Because I have some opinions on those. I would like to know everyone else's.
It
Loud
depends
club
on the mood.
I don't mind it if I have earplugs in. At this point, I just care for my hearing. I don't know if it's like a
That's
loud
an old
noise.
person thing.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I remember this happened a lot at VidCon. So like VidCon would invite all these YouTubers, and then they would do these they'd throw these parties, but they would be like kind of like a club. So it was like all these YouTubers in like a loud, dark room with the boom, boom, boom. And I remember all these YouTubers being like, oh, this isn't really my vibe. I'd rather just stay home, play a board game, do a puzzle. And I'm just like, this is fun. What do you mean this isn't your vibe? This is awesome. Like,
Wait a minute.
Like we're with our bros, Like, let's have a good time. What were you going to say, Raj?
It's just like you were outside of the party area. You were one of the people.
When?
Fucking the Spotify party with the fucking
Spotify party was
He's just describing himself.
Yeah, you went outside and you were like too loud in there. Fucking, how do I hang out here?
Wait, was that the one? Okay, now I want to like
Jesus was
talk
there.
shit on the Spotify party. What?
Jesus was there.
When was the
the area
party?
to
When
like?
did that happen?
Okay, wait. I remember this story now. Okay, wait.
VidCon
There's a
2022.
story that I needed to. describe Rush. Okay.
Oh,
And
okay.
This story might be a little 18 plus. You're gonna hear a side of James that you're not ready to hear. Okay. So
Whoa.
okay. So
18 plus warning.
this was at the Spotify party, right? And there was a little outside area for people to smoke and just be outside.
Yes.
And then I went outside, just clearing my head, getting some air. You know the gist. And then Jesus, the guy who dresses up as Jesus, that's on Fiverr, Jack Spadicy.
Best guy.
I feel bad for not remembering his name.
Jack Spadicy? That's just Jacksepticeye, isn't it?
No, there's a whole. The guy who dresses up as Jesus on Fiverr was there, and he was dressed up as Jesus at this party, and then Jesus offers me a blunt. Right? I wasn't planning on partaking in the devil's lettuce that night, but when Jesus Christ hands you a blunt, you have to accept it, right?
You have to.
So I go, all right, and then I take the hit, and then I also don't want to talk bad about Jesus or anything, but he takes a hit, and then he's like, my marriage is not doing a lot, not doing really good.
Jesus.
And he was just just trauma dumped on me, and then luckily someone recognized me and was like, hey, can I get a picture? So then I was like, oh, sorry, Jesus, I have to go. I'd see ya. But I left my girlfriend talking with him. And I literally after talking with Jesus for 5 minutes, I went back to my friends and I was just like, oh, I need to de-stress. I was also high, right? So I'm just this guy, he just kept opening up to me when I didn't want him to. And I left my girlfriend there to fend for herself.
No.
And then it was funny because then another person was like, oh yeah, I just got back from a family reunion, and you know how that side of the family is. And I was like, what? Tell me about your family. I was just inviting people to open up, and then they were like, no, you're high. And I was like,
no.
That's why I was outside for a majority of that night, Rush.
Oh, well, I was also high. So I see the comparisons here.
Yeah.
He just reveals he's the one who gave you the devil's lettuce.
I was at home, high with COVID.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think I have a photo of James in his high ass, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, probably. Should we?
Found it.
Can we
found
talk
it,
about
found
high
it.
stories? Is that appropriate?
Yeah, we can. I don't care. Look at this.
Why not?
That's you.
That's
Wait, let me see,
definitely
let me
me.
It's you high as fuck.
Oh yeah, was that the same party?
It
was.
Yeah. That's the balcony, baby.
That's
Yeah.
a good photo.
That's such a funny photo.
Do you care
James,
if
can we share this on the podcast?
Yeah, of course, please. It was so.
This
fun.
is
I
high,
remember.
James.
Yeah. Because I was outside. I was high as crap, and my back was just against the wall. And then another friend came up to me, and he was like, parties aren't your thing. And I was like, they are. I'm just high as shit. I can't think right now.
Yeah.
What is this picture?
Sorry.
is this second picture? Are you both high in that too?
No, yeah, me and this fan with the Boy Chat podcast t-shirts also high as fuck in this photo.
No.
How does everyone feel about edibles? First of all, what's the law in Australia about devil's lettuce, Maz?
I think it's legal in some states, but majority are still not a bit on the fence about it.
As a doctor,
Yeah.
you're on the fence.
No,
That's
as in
interesting.
the state is legally
Oh,
it is.
okay.
They have not signed off on it.
As
but
a
if you have
doctor,
medical
can you
reason-
recommend people? There's medical reasons for it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
was
I
just
think
trying to sound like a
there's
pothead.
evidence now for seizures and certain
Yeah.
psychiatric conditions that marijuana can be helpful.
I think
And
there's
glaucoma.
also scientific
And glaucoma,
evidence.
that's right.
I think there's also scientific evidence that edibles make movies fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's in the science, really.
I love
It's in the
music.
science. Oh, music on edibles?
Yeah. Musical edibles is so good. I hear every instrument.
Oh, it's good.
What the heck?
I wish I could work and be on the high, but I lose. I wish I could just be sucked into the artistry and just feel the art form and the drawing. But I lose all motor skills, so I get high and then I sit down and I'm like, all right, draw a circle. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Oh, I can't draw a circle. Oh fuck. Oh my god. Oh, and then I
Then you start cleaning.
exactly. Then I start cleaning. Cleaning while high is definitely an activity that I like to do. Yeah.
He's really got it. I like working for you, Hi.
No. What are some activities you like to do? Hi, Laddi and Maaz.
Wait.
Yeah, Maz.
Yeah.
Wait, they.
The lettuce.
Whoa, I'm crazy.
James,
Yeah, I
where's the
put it, like,
pothead here?
I put it in a burger and then.
That's not how that works. That's not what I mean by edibles.
And that's what they call the munchies.
Yeah. And then I chew on it.
Yum yum.
Yeah, so I definitely know how that feels. Like I have never gotten high. Yeah, I've never taken any substance, and not like there's like obviously a cultural religious aspect to it, but also even if that wasn't the case, I just know myself, and I have like an extremely addictive personality.
That's what everyone
Yeah.
says. Everyone,
as
like that
in-
is like one of the reasons. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I would not only be a pothead, I would almost certainly go to other drugs. Like I'm not even being like joking about that. Like even now, I still can't help myself with the basic anything that gives me dopamine. I watched one episode of anime 2 days ago, and I finished the entire season that night.
Whoa.
And then yesterday night, I started watching My Hero again, and I finished the entire season that night. Like I just can't help it.
It's like no, you can't be getting high. You're too busy watching anime.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's what.
Anime.
Okay.
Well, you can
Here's
do
the
both.
challenge. Here's what you do, Maz. All right.
Oh, goodness.
You're gonna start with 100 milligrams of THC,
No.
and then
No,
you're gonna
no.
put on Attack on Titan, and then anytime a fight scene comes on, you get up and start running around.
Yeah, I'd have a fight scene come
Wow.
up and just start boxing you.
Interesting YouTube challenge that you just promoted.
Should we like give a what's it called, like a thing? Should we say to the audience listening like, don't do marijuana if it's not legal in your state, and it's be
And if it
careful.
is legal in your state,
yeah,
do
do
it.
responsibly. Yeah.
We'll put a blurb saying we're all adults and it is legal in
Yeah.
the states that we do it in.
Yeah.
Do not do it if it's illegal.
warning, we are adults.
And
Rusty
don't
will put it up before we start talking. When you say like,
Don't
"Hey,
go
can we
too
talk about the
crazy
devil's
with it.
lettuce?" Rusty will put a blurb up. That's just like,
Well, well, Maz, you were talking about addiction and like being addicted
Yeah.
to stuff. Have you ever had to like deal with patients that were like addicted to substances? Like,
yeah,
what,
man.
what do you
It's
see?
actually like it's really sad. Like it's really sad to see people who are addicted because it's like it always starts off innocuous, always, right? Like
Yes.
it was like a one thing I did, and then I just kept going, and then I didn't realize when I had to stop, and then it's like every time they tell the people that they tell themselves like, oh, I can stop it if I have to. Or I can stop it if I want to. But then the fact that they're in the hospital means like they couldn't, right? Like they literally just couldn't do that. And then like there's just been like really, really sad cases, or even people who are in their 30s. There was this one girl who was in her 30s and she just couldn't stop drinking, and then she ended up like dying from
That's such a scary thought.
really severe liver disease. Like I just watched as she came in for the first time ever to the hospital. That was her last time because of just couldn't stop it, and it's just insane. I also
so seeing
on a
that
much
probably
lighter note-
deters you.
Yeah, it just deters you from overdoing it. Like everything in life, not just like recreational drugs, but also like anything. There's obviously has to be a bit of moderation. I say as I watch 48 hours of anime, but like sugar is the same thing. You're get diabetes from it and stuff, right? And then you also end up having like the funny cases. Like I had a guy who
Funny cases.
came in. And as in like the hospital can be funny but also pretty sad, but the funny ones kind of stick in your mind. The most recent one I had was a guy who came in and he's like, I'm just having like a lot of pain in my tummy, and I'm just like shitting myself. I'm like, oh, okay, what's going on? And then I could tell that this guy was drunk, like, and he just had like he was definitely on some sort of ice or meth or something. I don't know, like he was on something. And then I was like, yeah, okay, you need to stay in for at least a day or two. And then whilst I like walk away to see other patients, I get a call. They're like, hey man, this guy just unscrewed the hand sanitizer off the wall and just drank it.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
And I was like, oh my god.
That guy's at a pretty low point, honestly.
Yeah, and then he was just like, I want more alcohol, and then he obviously we're in a
Drink
hospital.
the
We can't
hand
give you alcohol.
sanitizer. Yeah.
It's like 90%, like 99%.
I can stop whenever I want. That's.
Don't drink.
Let me just get a whiff of it, please.
Yeah. So as in people can't stop themselves, but majority of people can, and that's like
of course that's
at least good.
you know
Yeah.
that's something that I was taught when I was a kid. I was taught that as soon as one drop of alcohol touches your lips, you'll be addicted and your life will spiral out of control and you'll be drinking the hand sanitizer in hospital rooms, right? But then when
It's
I was
just so true.
but then I think the first time
That patient was Rush. Rush was drinking.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it, guys. Come on.
I was
No, please don't try it. Please don't.
No, yeah, no. Warning.
But then after the first time that I got blackout drunk and like threw up on people, after that I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'll give me a couple of weeks and to let me recover and stuff. So like, yeah, what Ma said, everything in moderation. I think, and also like recognizing when you're like going down that slippery slope of like, hey, I'm drinking like every day of the week. Hey, I'm getting high every day of the week. Do I really need to be doing this all the time? Blah, blah, blah. Is it affecting my work? Is it affecting my relationships? Blah, blah, blah. You know, so just being able to like recognize, I don't know if this is really entertaining stuff, me talking about,
No, I'm sure
being
people-
responsible with your choices. And that's something you learn with age. And we're all old. Isn't that crazy, guys?
I'm not
that old.
Hey, well, hold up.
Shut up, Laddie.
Laddie's actually really young. James,
I agree. Laddie's 2 years younger than me, and I'm like, that's so much younger.
Dude, I think you're going through a midlife crisis. I think Laddie's gonna forever be 2 years younger than you.
Lol.
Damn, is that how math
well-
works? What's so funny as you say all this, James, is like I have video footage of the first time when
bring
we
this
met
up.
in VidCon Australia. You were so nervous to drink coffee. Like that was
That's
a thing.
right. Yeah.
One of the
Baby
fans,
man.
like no one wanted to see my boring ass, but James had a massive line, and in it, I was just with him like as his like right hand, as his like hype man. I was like, yeah, that's my
His
boy.
hype man.
That's it.
That's right. First time I
and
saw you in
then,
person.
yeah, it was the very first time. It was like actually super. I still have video about it. It's so.
That
cute.
was VidCon Australia, right?
Like
Yeah, like James
2017
came
or
down and
18.
he was like, I was like, oh my god, please don't come down to Australia just to see me at VidCon Australia.
Nice.
And then James told me on the call, he's like, do you know how fucking rich I am?
No.
And I never forgot it.
No.
I never forgot
Strike it from the record, please. It was over 7 years ago. I'm a different person. Right? Was it over 7 years ago? It might have been 6.
It was, yeah.
Anyway, so the
20
coffee story.
Yeah, so like the fan, whilst you were in the line and you were seeing patients for an hour, the
Patients?
fan, super
Patient.
yeah. Oh, patient, sorry. You were seeing people. Sorry. Guys, you know I'm a doctor.
What? I would never guess.
Hi, I'm gonna clean them to your throat.
That's so funny, yeah. So seeing people, and then one of the fans, actually super solid bloke, he got us like a massive goodie bag of like chocolates and coffee, like iced coffee, and he's like, you know, you guys have been doing it for ages. You guys probably need energy, and I was like, wow, that's so nice of you. Thank you for doing that. And then James, you know, being an ex-Mormon, was like,
Yeah, what's up?
what
do I do?
Looking at this iced coffee, and he was like, "Oh God, what is this?" And then
do I drink it?
was like nervous about drinking it. And then like when he drank it, it was like a deal. He looked around as if somebody was watching him, unscrewed the cap, and like took a little swig and like closed it. Like it was like so cute.
It's too much. I'm an addict. See? I'm crazy.
The
I'm a
police show
coffee
up.
addict.
Little does he know, I put hand sanitizer in.
Rush this man.
Yeah. Oh, how much we've changed, right?
And now
I
we're
think-
talking about you getting high.
I was gonna say,
Rusty,
like, and that's-
show that photo again. Does being high help you in magic? Is that like does it give you skills?
I just laughed because I
tried
just
it?
remembered a story. This is so funny. So you guys know Magic the Gathering. I'm a pretty big numbers guy, right? And this was on tour with Scribble Showdown, so it was like with Aaron and everything. and it wasn't the last tour. It was like a tour like pre-pandemic, and we were ending the show in Canada, and we had like been touring for like 2 weeks or whatever, and then right before we got into Canada, we were like, all right, we can't have any like drugs or anything like alcohol on the bus because we're trying to like get across the border and stuff. So we need to finish it all before we get into Canada. So I'm like I'm in the middle of playing Magic, right? And then
wait, that's the morale. Like you want to finish it all.
Yeah, we have to finish it out before we cross the border. We're gonna have to throw it away anyways. So middle of playing Magic, playing a game, and then they're like, all right, guys, we got to finish up all the substances. So I'm like, all right, I'll help. I went outside, smoked some weed, some schweed. Woo, had a good time. And then I come back in, and I'm like, haha, nice. And then I sit back down, and we were using Aaron's phone as like a life counter to keep track of the life. And then Aaron was like, oh, do you want to use my phone to keep track of the life? And then I just looked at him and I was like, I'm at 13, he's at 17. Yeah, I still remembered that because I like had it been a couple of minutes since the game. And I was like, I was so proud of myself for being like, yeah, I'm such a Magic guy. I know where I know everything and all the places. But then I'm like looking at my cards and I'm like, what do these do? I can't read this. And then I draw a card. I was like, oh god. And then like the person I was playing with was like new, so I was trying to explain. So I was like, all right, so you attack with this. And then Aaron's like, no, you can't attack with that. It just has summoning sickness. I was like, oh, you're right, it's summoning sickness. Oh god. And then he won. And he was like, did you go easy on me? And I was like, no, I swear I wasn't. And like, so it does not. Like I just I don't become smart when I'm high. I can't really hold down a conversation. I lose all motor skill. One time, here's another high story. One time, do we know the Pivots XXD?
I know that.
Came over.
That's not his name
I knew that,
anymore.
man.
Yeah.
That man's dead.
Oh, Pink Poppy.
Pink
Oh,
Poppy.
wait.
Wow.
Rebrand.
Shout out to Pink Poppy.
Fake fan.
So we all know Pink Poppy, right?
Yeah.
He
Yeah, I know
came over
Poppy.
and he wanted to get high and play Rock Band, but I just even on easy I couldn't hit the drums right and do the notes. I guess I lose all motor skill when I'm high and just all cognitive ability when I'm high. I can clean though. I love cleaning and watching movies while I'm high, but man, the amount of times I've been talking about marijuana on this podcast makes it seem like I'm a bit of a pot.
I know what the thumbnail's gonna be.
Yeah.
But
Show that picture
I
again.
think I've
twice.
I've only like for movies. That's not true. I went to last time I got high was at a comedy show and I took an edible before a comedy show and that's it.
Oh, that was the worst for me. I did that.
You got high at a comedy show?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Why?
Like,
Comedy was
why?
Shouldn't you like be extra like laughable when you're high? Like aren't you like
Giggly.
giggly?
I am
Yeah.
giggly, but like I was just like normally high. I was just giggly. Like I'm not going. I'm just going. And comedians constantly kept bringing up. Especially this one girl was like, "Why aren't you all laughing? Why this is a comedy show? Why are you all?"
Oh god.
See, that's just bad
That's
comedians.
the worst.
I'm just like,
painful.
it's I had a pity lap, and I was like, oh.
How was it like a regular comedy club? Was it like a venue? Like what?
It was
how
at
big was it?
the Flappers Club,
Yeah.
whatever it's called.
You should
Burbank.
have
Yeah.
just like I feel like I would have an uninhibited like truth reflex. I would just be like, you're not funny. Just be funny.
It'll be funny, then I'll laugh.
It's like,
My guy James, this guy's funny.
Then they all would have clapped, and then you would have gone on stage.
Yeah.
You would have like done all the crowd
Push her
work.
off the stage.
Exactly.
And then I'll get signed with Saturday Night
I'll show
Live.
you how to be funny.
SNL, yeah, and then Rush is there, loud, giggling along. He's like, "This
I was like,
my
check out
voice."
this banana.
Check out
Have you seen a banana?
pulling up memes on your phone. Like look at this.
Okay.
That'd be so funny. I would actually
Oh.
laugh.
Bro, that's wait, isn't that just Scribble Showdown? We just
We're drawing the memes.
Write that down.
Look,
That's
it's
right
Big
there.
Chungus. Ha ha
Oh god, I haven't thought about Big Chungus in
Funny.
so long.
ha. Funny.
Remember we used to like comment on what the meme of the month
Meme of the month.
Yeah, the
man.
podcast. We used to go, "What's the new meme?"
What's the new meme?
It's true.
Yeah,
It's
what-
true. Like I
reminiscing.
still, in the voice chat, we used to be like, oh my god, remember that, like this meme that's been a big thing. Big
What's
Chungus, Uganda
What
Knuckles.
is the new meme?
This would date when we recorded this, but what is the new?
It always does. It always does. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Uganda
yeah.
Knuckles is the new meme, I think.
What's the new meme?
Uganda Knuckles.
Ugandan Knuckles?
Shut
Yeah.
up.
Shut up, Rush.
Yeah, I've
really
heard
hate this
about the
podcast.
Ugandan Knuckles. This is 2018.
It takes a while to
Oh,
edit these
shoot.
podcasts.
Yeah, it's a couple years. Been sitting on this one for a while.
Do you know the way?
Have you?
I think
all
isn't it like
seen-
mewing?
Newing.
Oh, mewing.
Yeah.
Mew-
Mewing
said,
is
this is a-
mewing is a thing. Skibbity, toilet, phantom tag.
That's an
Please,
old.
man, a
That's
thing.
old.
Yeah.
Have you
I
all
think the new
seen
one's.
the-
New ones. What? Ross?
I just remembered. What?
I just made noises.
Okay.
Cool. Speaking of memes, I just remembered I had to explain to someone what EP was. It was another Magic player actually. We were
EP?
playing Magic.
EP. Like,
let me-
oh,
let
I'm
me-
so
let me-
EP.
Yeah.
Well,
Do I have to
explain
don't
it
again?
know what that is. What is
Yeah.
that? Oh god.
Oh my god. Oh my
Here we
god.
go.
So
Wait, I'm actually
okay.
so serious. I don't know what that is.
So if
boomer
imagine
over
Maz,
here.
if you yawned, and I go, oh, are you EP? Like, can you figure out through context clues what I mean?
You want to EP?
No, my god.
No.
Wait. Isn't that to tell me this? Say it in a
let's
sentence. Use it in a
role play.
sentence.
Role play.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go- Okay, so just Maz, I want you to just do a big yawn. Just
Wait, what's your
yeah,
characters
do it.
first?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's up, James?
Oh, are you EP?
Oh, sleepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Okay, great.
No, Daddy, I'm. Just role plays. Just continues role playing.
Oh, I'm
Sorry,
EP.
I thought we had a different relationship, James. Sorry, I just.
You ruined it, James. What the fuck?
I asked someone, "Are you EP?" And they were like, "What does that mean?" And I was like, it means I'm leaving the room. Is what it means." So-
Do you think it's just a neurodivergent thing to say EP?
That's not a thing, guys. It's not a thing. It's not a meme. This is just something you two made up, and you just like, don't
Yeah,
try to
you
make
got it.
fetch a
It's
thing,
real.
guys.
I swear.
No, you got it, Dad.
I'm EP.
Oh.
I'm EP.
It's like a
I'm
pet
tired.
thing. Oh, I don't have pets. That's what it is. So this is a term that derived from pets. Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I
Oh,
think
yeah,
it
you-
was. There was a meme about like a cat, and it was called the missile is EP, and it
missile.
has to sleep.
The missile is toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely. I do not have pets, and so I do not know about EP.
Yeah, but like you can say EP to
I don't have
for
pets.
anyone, really.
No, as in like, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Are you
true.
tired?
Oh, you toiled.
Mm-hmm.
Are you tired? Yeah, well, I guess that's fair. Maybe I'm just a boomer now.
Mhm.
You know, or like, there hasn't
Doctor
been like a
life.
really solid meme, I would say. You know, in a
There
while.
hasn't
I-
been. All I can
You
think
guys-
of is bye bye, and then the freaking.
Yeah, but even that was like that's like an
It
hour
was like,
max. Where,
yeah, it was not a.
I think we're just growing up, fellas. Like, there's not been a solid meme. We were laughing at Uganda Knuckles and Big Chungus, you know? Like, would that have
Bro,
been a
they're
solid
Are you
meme?
joking?
Dude,
Bro, they were a thing for eight. Like,
I
bro, the
live
fact
by
that Uganda
Uganda
Knuckles
Knuckles.
videos have 40 million views is like
Yeah.
it's insane.
I guess. Like, oh, freaking. What's his
You mean-
name? Josh Hutcherson was a meme for a
Oh, that was a good
while.
one.
Whistle.
Yeah.
When you mean solid, you mean like it goes around, like it gets around and stays for a long time? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant solid, like, oh, that's been like a good one in a while. And I'm
Like songs being made. You know what's being made? Digital Circus.
Ooh, yeah, Digital Circus.
The song is being used for memes a lot.
Oh, the sad song.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
Yeah, I like it.
It's like whenever things go bad,
So-
song.
That's funny.
You can't really, like,
Right, sure.
expect memes. Like memes just sort of appear out of the
It
ground.
just
Like
happens.
Big Chungus had been around since like the 40s, and then all of a sudden one day we were like the funny little fat bunny guy.
It's a little chungus.
You know,
Little chunky?
little
Nah, it's
Chungus.
Funny.
It's true.
Yeah.
Do you reckon it's because everything's moving so fast on TikTok and Shorts that nothing sticks anymore because everything's just
I definitely think
consumed so quickly.
like I feel like the likes on TikTok, the likes and views on TikTok, they're like so inflated. Not like that, like I'm sure like that many people liked it and saw it, but like there's so much content just being viewed on TikTok every day that like you can have like 10 million followers on TikTok and then no one show up to your meet and greet, you know?
Which
And so like
is what happened.
which is what happened. Yeah, exactly. So like just the numbers on TikTok, it's just so different. Like you get the numbers, but you don't get like the sense of community or the parasocial relationship that you get with a YouTuber, you know?
Yeah,
That's
bring
true.
back parasocial
Exactly.
relationships.
Stalkers.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Maz, I think you were talking about wanting to like revamp or what was I going to say? You were talking about wanting to do a part 2 video of TikTok. Do you want to talk about that now, or do you want to like actually make that
I want to
video?
save that because I want to do it. Like I want to make that.
All
video,
right, yeah, let's
so-
do it.
Yeah, we'll
right.
do that later. But
I've
the summary of it is James and I are going to make a part 2 about the TikTok stances that we had.
Yeah.
You're going to say it's
and,
bad now, and I have to argue that it's good.
Yeah, James loves TikTok and I don't.
No.
So
would-
we've now
listen,
changed.
Whoa.
I mean, I will argue for the sake of the video, but I've had to set a timer on my phone for TikTok just so I can like be a human
Monitor
again
yourself.
and not be like sucked into a TikTok vortex.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil my points, but it's just TikTok is not
Yeah.
great. I think any of the short, like the way that it's changed how YouTube Shorts, Instagram Shorts, and all the Reels and whatever. It's just so bad for you, man. Like it really is just horrendous for you.
Although I would make the argument, I was at a hotel once.
No, don't make
and
it.
I'm like,
Don't make it. Save it for the video.
Okay, okay.
I'll
save the
make
video.
an argument. I was on the toilet once.
I was bored, and TikTok was there to save the day.
Save the day.
So actually,
Yeah.
TikTok is good.
That 40-minute
You know
shit
what's
really
funny,
blew
Rush?
by.
Have we talked about you saying you were on the toilet once? Just made me have a flash about. Did we talk about
About
you
being
getting
on
a
the toilet?
concussion?
Did we?
Like,
Did you get a concussion on the toilet?
Yeah.
as in,
Really?
Do you
No,
remember,
what?
like,
No.
Australia.
in
Doing
Australia?
a real
like,
life
when
Dragon
you-
Ball pooper.
I must have talking about it. I must have. That's like a big.
Refresh
oh
our
my
memories,
God.
Rush.
I
Yeah.
can't remember talking about this, but it's like, yeah, did we talk about Rush eating shit on a skateboard and then
Oh my god.
and then did we talk about that? If not,
I
let's do
feel
it.
like we did, but maybe like we didn't.
All right.
Whatever.
maybe we're
let's
lying.
do it.
All right. Let's retell
Let's
the
do it.
story. All right. Here we go. Pretend you guys know nothing. All right. Audience, you know
Okay.
nothing. No concussions have been made. All right. Here we go. So one day, I was chilling in this Airbnb, right?
Yeah.
With the homies. We visiting mods. We be homing it up. We kissing.
Homieing.
You know how it is.
Kissing.
We kissing.
homing.
And one of our homies had a skateboard. And I was like, yo, skateboard, kind of dope. And we have marble floors in this fucking Airbnb.
Yeah.
And based on those two things, you can know where the story is going.
No, I don't.
All right, so the floor was very nice, smooth. And I was like fucking around on skateboard. The last couple days, I've been nailing it. And then one day,
Sure.
I was trying
in
to
someone else's
step off-
Airbnb.
Yeah, at this epic Australian Airbnb.
Mhm.
And I step off this motherfucking skateboard for the last time because I
No,
fall.
as in you're still with us, Rush. Like he's in the no.
Yeah. I'm not getting on a skateboard
Rest
ever
in
again.
peace,
Sober.
Rushlight Invader.
Yeah.
He died.
Then-
All we
did
have
you just-
left is his AI trained voice.
Oh, I am Rushlight Invader.
was Dr. Maz on the scene and go like,
Well,
yeah,
let me
that's a
tell
concussion.
you. That's a good question. When I was falling, yes, he was on the scene.
What were we talking about when we were making some kind of back and forth jokes?
Yeah, we're
and,
joking.
And Rush was playing on the skateboard, and I was just like sitting on the couch or something.
Yeah, and I was like blah 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 blah, and I went to step off to do the bit, and then I was falling, and I was like, "Whoa, I'm falling! Oh no, I shouldn't catch myself with my arms because I might break my wrist, and I need those for money." And then I realized halfway through, wait a minute, if I don't catch myself, I'll. And then it was too late.
I was on the floor. I was like listening to Rush and Laddi, and I was like chipping in, and all I hear is out of like in the corner of my ear is just like a massive thud, and then the skateboard. I just see the skateboard roll away without Rush on it. And I was like, oh, okay. I now know what's happened.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And I'm just
That's a
rolling, like, kind of
concussion.
like, what's up?
Oh, just
No,
Maz,
as in
Dr.
like,
Maz on the
you know,
scene.
This guy, it was just like, yeah. Well, it was funny because it was the second or third time in that trip that I became medical, and I was like, bro, what is going on with you guys? Why is everyone hurting themselves? And so he went from standing height to on the floor with nothing to catch except his chin, and so just absolutely ate it, and like knocked around his head. Rush was like a little bit dazed around. He was just like obviously a bit dazed. And then when I looked at him and inspected his chin, he'd split open a gash at his chin. Like the trauma was so significant that it like ripped apart his skin at the bottom of his chin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I told him that. I was like, bro, you need to clean. There's like blood coming out of that. We need to clean it. And Rush didn't believe me. He was like, nah, you're making shit up. And I took a photo and I just showed him. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah, it looks gross.
Rush you were so pissed at yourself. You were so mad. You were
Like,
really
God damn it. So stupid. It's so stupid.
Skateboarding record.
How could I not catch myself?
It was
Rush.
to give Rush credit, like I washed the wound and I put like usually it was like big enough of a wound that I literally said like, Rush, if somebody came in with this wound, I would have sutured it. Like I literally would suture this wound.
Whoa.
And then Rush was like, I do not have healthcare in Australia. Don't do that. And I was
Don't touch me.
I was like, do I go into a hospital and take my supplies and do it like off the cuff? But I was like, you know what, let's just try putting like a significant amount of pressure with a bandage, and then we'll see how we go in the morning. And I put like
Use
a SpongeBob. Yeah. Like I did as much as I could. But bro, like credit where it's due. Your body, the very next day, it was like healed. It was like really well healed. The
It
next
was closing
day,
up pretty good.
It was pretty epic.
Yeah. I was like, damn.
Like,
what the heck?
dang.
Rush also got hurt boxing one time. Box Zaid.
I think I fucking never box Zaid. Don't box Zaid.
Don't box.
Why?
I can box.
Because
Everyone on the
I can
podcast
do it.
knows Zaid.
Hey,
Well-
Rusty, can you play the 10-second video of James getting knocked the fuck out?
10 seconds is 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I didn't want to I wanted to be charitable. You know?
Of course. No, but
10 seconds.
Zayd
Rush
is also
Zayd-
a lot tall.
Yes.
Is Zayd taller than you, Rush? Yeah.
Oh, no, of course he's
He's
taller
he's
than
a
me.
tall guy.
He's huge, yeah.
He's a tall
Oh,
guy, and
get
he
this
works
gif off my
out.
screen.
God, that's
So
yeah,
it was
Zayd's
kind of
crazy. Yeah,
silly.
Yeah, I told him to go
Yeah.
20%. I'm like, we're playing boxing. We're not playing for real. And I put headgear on because I knew he wasn't going to. I'm like, just in case. He's like, yeah, I'll go
And
easy on you, man. And I'm
There was
like,
a
all right.
couple of hits. It was very funny. There was like a couple of hits, and you're like, I'm done. And then we were like taking your boxing gloves off, and we're like, you good? And you just were silent. And we're like, oh, he's not good.
No.
Yeah.
I apparently I jabbed in the rib in the side pretty good, and then he said he saw red, and then went to
she
town
just
on me.
beat the shit out of
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, and he
usually-
nailed me
yeah.
right in the ribs, and I was like, oh, I get the wind knocked out of me. I'm like, oh, yep, we're done.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we're playing this hard?
Yeah. And I couldn't sleep laying down for a week.
Yeah.
God.
God.
That's
times.
that. Wow. Okay.
Who would-
Never mind. Don't fight Zayd.
Who would-
that's
Who would be everyone's dream boxing opponent?
A small
You.
person,
Small person.
tiny person,
yeah.
I'll take
Maz and
Maz.
James battle
a
each other.
puppy.
a little dog, an
What
ant.
would be my dream? I think that would just make the most sense, right? Like I'm not gonna go and fight a random schmuck. If I had to pick someone
Yeah.
in the animation community, James, you know, we're relatively same height and same build of body, so I reckon that, you know, James. Is probably-
Yeah, and I would of course respect you, Maz. So I wouldn't go easy on you.
Wait, do you not know that James can bend 300 pounds?
No, as in he can. Like that's. I'm saying like in terms of body shape. Like we're pretty relatively skinny, not super muscular.
I loved how not super.
Bro, like
I love-
you know, like, if you compare your body type to DJ's body type, you can tell that his body,
of course, of course.
he's like, I don't know, like some people have a
I'm
body
getting
that's
there.
made to build muscle. I just don't have that, and unfortunately, I don't know.
I like
if you have
how
that.
Rush said I could bench 300 pounds, and
I
you
was
just
lying.
agreed with him.
I was lying.
So
I was
The
just
thing,
trying to
you know,
hype
it's
him up.
funny. I don't know how to convert that. So I literally was like, wow, 300 pounds. That's cool.
That's like
Yeah.
Two kilometers.
Kilometer.
That's
No.
3 plates.
What's your measurement of weight?
Kilograms.
Kilograms. How does it
almost-
say
Oh my god,
kilometer?
that's 136
I was gonna say,
kilograms. You're full of
That's
shit.
almost 3 plates. Yeah.
Oh,
the
God.
fact that you all were agreeing with it and going along, I just want to put on the record that I can't bench 300 pounds.
I was hyping you up.
I can though.
Shut the fuck up.
What are you on about? Of
Laddie,
course I
yeah,
can.
have you seen Laddie's muscles?
What you even seen?
Laddie's so
Oh.
muscular, she rips apart chihuahuas. just their hands.
For fun, for hobby.
I can only rip apart baby chihuahuas.
Yeah,
We'll get there.
someday you'll get on my level.
Dude,
James is too busy getting high.
yeah. Last night, something silly happened that I really
You ripped apart
stuck with me forever.
chihuahuas. sorry.
Oh, yeah, chihuahuas, yeah.
Why are we all ripping apart chihuahuas?
That's
No,
just
we
me
didn't.
screaming in the back, like, oh my god!
Oh my
There's
God,
so
oh my
much
God.
carnage!
Not another one.
You mean exterminated.
What funny thing happened, Rush?
It's just funny to me a lot. It's just something stupid. I was laying in
It's not that
bed.
big of a deal.
No,
Whatever.
actually, no. We were hanging out. We were hanging out with the homies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we and Laddi were discussing, but we're all doing a Jean Bay voice acting impression. Laddi's like, "You're really good at that," and I was like, "Yeah." And then I was like, don't even bother trying to make that voice, Laddi." And then Laddi start making that voice, and they're like, "Wait a minute,"
Well, he knew that I was gonna
flub it up.
make the voice.
Yeah, I
What-
was like, "Don't you dare!"
What were you
which
saying
voice?
as Jinbei?
Jinbei.
Whoa,
They were like, well,
these edibles ain't shit. That was
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Jinbei would need a lot more
You guys are
levels.
watching dub One Piece?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
I
that,
love
that means you're really
Jinbei.
behind. Oh wait, no,
Jinbei.
Laddi's.
So good. Such a good
La-
game.
That
Laddi's
is
a
that
whole
whole
cake,
cake,
by the
right?
way.
Yeah.
Oh, Maz, do you know this? I'm anime current with One Piece.
Wait, you
Yeah.
are?
Yeah.
I am, and they're in. I can't say because Laddie's here. Never mind.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he is like up to date on. I
On
guess
the
this is the
anime.
place. It's just Egghead.
1/100
Yeah,
it
Egghead.
just came out. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, wait,
it did.
have
Okay,
you-
I'm not anime current. I'm one behind. Don't tell me. Don't.
Wait, no. James, I was
Let's
gonna say,
leave.
do you like it? Do you like One Piece?
No, Maz. I'm 1,100 episodes in and I hate it.
As in, you'd be surprised. A lot of
stupid
people
question.
like they're just like, I watched it and it's good, not great. But I want to see how much you like it.
I mean, I think with 1,000 episodes, there's going to be ups and downs. Like they're not going to be 10 out of 10s every 1,000 episodes.
James, I just want you to tell me it's great. That's all I want.
It's great.
Okay?
just looks
It is
funny.
good. It's
a
very
funny
good. And I
holiday.
love how it was funny. Is like I before I started, I was like, oh, it's probably all filler. It's all probably, but it's like it's all coming back. All the things that they introduced at the beginning, like characters that you haven't seen in like 500 chapters, they're coming back. It's all the pieces are falling into place. It's
Yep.
getting really good. And
Yep.
like
So
900
good.
chapters in, you'll like learn a very important piece of information, but it doesn't feel like you were missing it, if that makes sense. It's like, oh wow,
Yeah.
900 chapters in, and I'm getting this character's backstory, and it's like, wow, I can't believe it's crazy that I can't. I wish Laddie wasn't.
No, it's so
here.
good. With One
All right,
Piece,
peace out.
what I always say about One Piece is like it genuinely feels like a massive world, like a proper expanded world. And
Yeah.
I love that.
100%. It all fits into place.
One time in like the first 10 chapters, they name dropped Jinbei, and then 500 chapters later, they're like, oh, here's Jinbei.
Yeah.
What?
Exactly. Yeah.
Dude, I love that so much. Like, we finished watching an episode and then I just had to lay down on my bed and be like, God, One Piece is so good. I was having a breakdown because it was just so good.
Yeah, there are moments about.
I was like,
they've-
everything's coming together. Oda's a genius.
Buckle up, Laddie. 'cause
I'm
it
so
gets
excited.
crazy.
Yeah, buckle up. Like
It's
literally,
already getting crazy.
Vegapunk is a great example in which, again, no spoilers, but it's just like it's a character that they've been mentioning throughout One Piece
Yeah.
for ages.
Yeah,
and
I keep hearing about Vegapunk.
yeah, 1,000 episodes in, it's like, all right, now he's here. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Now?
I'm not ready.
And I love that no one knows what the One Piece is yet. So there's still time to catch up. You can't be, if you get caught up, you can't get spoiled on what the One Piece is, you know? So
Yeah.
I would hate to start chapter 1 knowing what the One Piece is,
Dude,
you know?
That's like the Star Wars. Everyone knows
Yeah.
Darth Vader is, and it's like you can't go in not knowing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even when again, no spoilers here, but when Luffy's certain aspects of his powers were revealed, it was just everywhere on Twitter. There was no way you can avoid.
I gotta go through stores. And be like, don't look there. Don't look there.
I've seen it, but I don't know why it's happened.
Yeah,
so
no context.
I'm just like trying to avoid spoilers as much as possible about it.
That's why
Yep.
I want to get caught up so that way like I can watch that kind of stuff live, with the rest of the world.
Yeah, well, some of us are manga readers, so
Maybe
it's crazy. If you think
I would
the anime,
say
is,
that there was, like,
surprisingly,
one
anime
more
is really, really close to the manga, like really surprising. Like the anime is currently like only 10 chapters behind. Like
Yeah.
That's actually insane. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're really close.
There was this one time I was like binging One Piece and I messaged Rush. I was like, why doesn't Crunchyroll have the dubbed One Piece? Why does it stop here? And then I like Googled something and I found out that they hadn't like come out with the dubbed, and I was like, oh no. And Rush just laughed at me because I learned that they're not caught up.
Yeah.
The dub is like really far behind.
It's 1 year behind.
Yeah.
Oh God.
They release them in bulk though, so they don't release them. They just go. Are
Are you gonna be caught up then with the dub soon?
Laddi soon?
Really? No, I don't want to be caught up with the dog.
I'd say you still have 100 more episodes.
Okay, phew.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they
Wow.
release the next big
Chunk
drop
by
of
then.
chunk of them. Yeah, by then.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like
think...
a weekly thing for the dub. They just release batches.
Yeah, they just do a chunk.
Yeah, they release big chunks of episodes.
Do you think the real One Piece were the friends we made along the way?
I have theories.
I hope not.
And I can't discuss them because my theories are always right.
I've learned that I never want to hear Rush's theories because I'll watch a thing that he told me a theory about and it'll be like, that's exactly what you said, so I don't even get to enjoy this anymore.
Rush, are these your theories or did you watch a YouTube video of someone being like,
They're kind of my theories.
No, I was gonna say Rush actually predicts the future. Like, whatever he says actually ends up becoming. Rush, don't say the world is flat. Don't say it. Don't say it. No.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Dude, Kung Fu Panda 4, I predicted that shit. Let's go.
He did. Pisses me off.
mm-hmm.
I did not enjoy it.
I think everybody knew Kung Fu Panda 4 was forced to be.
Shut up.
Like it was
Shut up.
wasn't.
I'm the only
James
one
loves
on
it.
this. I love that movie. Shut up, all of you.
The animation and his art directions are good.
It was a fine movie. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's bad.
It's not bad.
But Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2, bro, and then Kung Fu Panda 4, it just doesn't.
I like how you skipped 3. You skipped 3.
Wait, what?
Three
You
is
guys
okay.
don't like 3?
It's still
I
good.
like
It's
3.
not bad.
I like 3.
Where does 4 compare to 3?
It's really close.
Dude.
They're both like
What?
pretty close to each other for
3?
me. I think maybe 3 is a little better.
I think 3 is a little better.
Yeah.
So you're right.
like 3.
There's no comparing Kung Fu Panda 4 to Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2. Okay, 1 and 2, classic
Fact.
movies, perfect,
Classic.
great villains,
Facts.
great story, blah blah blah.
1 phenomenal, 2 like really really good. I like
Yeah.
3. I think they've just progressively getting worse. Like, just,
4 was
Yeah.
still fun. No, 4 was still fun. I still had a fun time watching 4.
Yeah, I agree.
Hear me out, James.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
like
listening, Rush.
it wasn't a bad movie. Some people are giving it like it was
Yeah.
so bad, but I was like, it was just not what I've been growing up with freaking Kung Fu Panda since I was a little kid. It's one of my favorite franchises, and I was just a little disappointed. It was a little underwhelming.
That's because the edible wasn't strong enough when you were watching.
Yeah, that was it.
Dude, 3 was suspenseful. 3 had like some actual well, how are they gonna get out of this? And then they pull out a MacGuffin out of nowhere. It pissed me off. But like the overall like craziness was cool.
My like least favorite trope is when people do like a dance fight. Like Kung Fu Panda 3 did it, Book of Life did it, where it's like this big epic fight, and then the characters are just doing a dance to stop the bad guy.
No. I disagree. I think like what about like Shrek?
That's just my
and I Need a Hero?
that's just my opinion.
Yeah,
That's not a dance fight. they're fighting to a cool song.
music.
I'm talking
I
about the
see
characters
what
are
you're
like
saying.
doing the cha cha.
Yeah, that kind of is lame,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. Okay. I never switched
Well.
up that fast. I just
That's a
No,
trope
that's really
that
cool.
happens in
That's lame.
cartoons. It's a trope that happens in cartoons that I'm just not a fan of. But Kung Fu Panda 4 had a lot of good moments.
Can you
Had a lot of
imagine
that was fun.
Yeah.
if like One Piece
imagine.
did that? Like Luffy be fighting a character and he's like, "Oh, cha cha," and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get out of here!"
yeah.
It's so silly.
I don't know how much more I can say about this.
Anyway, what the fuck?
But I think we're all forgetting about the actual best DreamWorks sequel, which is Megamind 2 versus the Doom
Oh my
Syndicate. How
God.
about that
Wait,
one?
I've never seen it. Is it bad?
It's great.
No, it's great.
awful. I mean, it's great.
Wait, why is it bad?
They have an influencer character in it, Maz.
I'm gonna show you
She's
just a
perfect.
screenshot of Megamind 2. I'm not even. It's not even a clip. I'm gonna show you a screenshot, and you'll be like, oh.
Oh god, it's got a 2 point. Wait, so it came out this year?
Yeah.
You're a little.
Have you
Wait,
not
what-
seen about? Have you not heard about this, Maz? You haven't seen this?
No, wait, why does it have a 2.3 in reviews? Wait,
Because it's
what?
really good. It's golf
It's
rolls.
really-
golf rolls.
Yeah, that exactly. Those are all trolls.
Wait,
they
what?
don't
It says
understand the
Megamind
vision.
the Button of Doom. Is that not the sequel?
Oh, that's not it. That's not. It's Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate.
Oh. Versus
Uh-huh.
Doom Syndicate. Oh god, 9% Rotten Tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna
Tomatoes
send
are
this-
fucking.
The quality of the screenshot. is
Sorry,
Wait, is
I
the
love it.
Button of Doom the sequel though? Is that not Megamind 2? Or is it,
It's
That's
a
some
series.
special they did.
Yeah.
The Button of Doom.
Wait, isn't there a
Yeah.
series? They were like they
Yeah,
took
there's
the,
a series too, but the Button of Doom was
Okay.
like a special.
What
Oh.
am I looking at right
Oh,
now?
I sent it in the wrong chat, but yeah.
Yeah, look, they even rendered the thing the guy's leaning on.
Well, he's a mime.
What?
Oh,
He's dumb.
I got your ass.
The guy that's dumb.
Wait, so like this
That's
is just
good.
like what's bad about this? I you know, like this just reminds me of like a cartoony villain
TV
group, which
show?
is exactly what it's going for, isn't it? Like,
This
what's
is
the-
a straight to VHS as.
yeah,
fucking-
it is.
Are you saying
Which
like the
is crazy
visuals
that-
are not that good?
No, it's just
You know-
overall everything.
You can
It's-
have not good visuals, but then have a good story and good dialogue and ways of making us care about the characters. But they don't do that in this one. In
They
fact,
really just went all like fully kids in this. In
Yeah.
Megamind 1 was a really enjoyable movie, and Megamind 2 is just it feels like it's just pandering to kids and
influencers.
influencers.
They changed. Can I go on a bit of a rant about Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate? They
Yeah.
changed Minion's name to Chum, like in the very beginning. Like they're like, "Oh, Chum, or Minion, what are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm not Minion, I'm Chum. We changed my name for like no reason." But then Minion's arc in this movie is about him wanting to get respect and like not being just a number 2 sidekick. He wants to be the number 2 on Megamind's right-hand man or whatever. So he wants more respect. So then but then they already changed his name from Minion to Chum at the beginning. So like, why not make him Minion
the end.
and then change his name at the end? It's like, my theory is that someone wrote a script and then 12 other people were like, I think the script should be like this. And then we were left with the script with what we have. And now it exists, and now we just have to deal with it, and we have to move on with our lives, and just know that Megamind versus the Doom
no!
Syndicate.
So I'm reading here. Update. Technically, it was originally known as Minions, but because Illumination now owns the word Minion,
Is that
and
really real?
Really?
that is so funny.
thought
Look at
that
this
was
Megamind
That's
wiki.
it?
So this is the Megamind wiki I'm reading. Quote. Old Chum, also known as simply Chum, is Megamind's loyal sidekick. Originally known as Minion, he was forced to change his name due to the fact that Illumination Studios owns the word
Is that-
Minion, and
okay, but,
DreamWorks
like, is that-
pussied out. That's in the
Is that
description.
that's in the DreamWorks?
That's so funny.
I see people were saying that, but I don't know if that's real, because can you own the word Minion, especially if the character came up before the Minions? Like, what?
Yeah, I think like you can
So-
trademark a brand, and Minions had become a brand, right? Like there's an entire
Yeah.
movie called Minions. So Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
it's not unreasonable that they would not want
The-
legal trouble.
The reason people are saying that it was Illumination is because they do a joke in the movie that like the Minion's like, oh, due to a cease and desist, I can no longer call myself Minion. I'm now Old Chum. And so people are like, oh, the cease and desist, that's because of the Illumination. Blah, blah, blah. Now I'm over here like, I don't think it was that one-to-one direct. I think it was just some writers trying to like explain why they changed his name to Minion or changed his name to Chum. That's not like proof that Illuminate, unless there's like some legal document that is like Illumination suing. I
That's
don't
such a
buy
shame.
it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I
That's a
think
shame.
if they actually did a big budget Megamind 2, it could have done well.
Yeah.
Was it not? Like, what do you
Yeah.
mean by like big budget? Like, was it not?
Like if they Puss in Boots 2 did, if they made an actual theatrical,
Oh yeah.
brought
Made it
back
good.
the original cast to do.
No,
Megamind 2,
I
it could've
always
worked.
view movies like Puss in Boots 2 as like the exception to the rule. Like,
Oh, of course.
It's so good.
that movie was insanely, and it made so
was
much money.
awesome.
Like, it financially was a huge success.
Yeah, I'm
Did
so
it-
happy for
did it-
that.
Did it win an Oscar or did it not?
No,
I don't know. It was
Pinocchio won.
nominated. That's right.
It was nominated.
It was nominated.
What
that's
what one animated again?
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
right. Pinocchio.
Oh yeah, that deserved it. That
Like
was-
it was the good one, yeah.
That one was good. That one was the Oscar bait. That wasn't Oscar bait.
Yeah.
It's good shit. Good
Nah,
shit.
like,
Good.
I like Guillermo del Toro. Like
It
I
was a good movie,
recently
it was good.
was showing my younger brother PT, like the game that he was working on like 10 years ago, but then that never got released. Anyway, that
Yeah.
guy's, you know, that guy. I heard he's a good director or something because
Making these good movies.
yeah, I heard he was makes good movies. Cringe. Am I right?
What other good animated movies have you seen recently? This doesn't have to be animated,
Spider-Man.
but
Robot
recently?
Dreams.
Robot Dreams.
Ooh. I
What's
still haven't
that?
seen that one.
Robot Dreams is it's about this dog who is lonely and wants a friend. So he sees this ad about like a robot. And this is just not even spoilers. This is just the very beginning of the movie. And he builds a robot and they become like best friends. And
Oh,
yeah, and I feel like it's a bit about relationships, but it's just a really sweet movie and there's no like dialogue the
Yeah.
whole movie. It's just like
Like Wally. Yeah.
yeah, there's no dialogue. So it's a really cool movie.
wow.
Mm.
Would
Also
recommend.
Oscar nominated.
It was Oscar nominated,
Really good.
which I feel like he deserved it, but it's fine.
So smooth. So beautiful. Would watch.
Yeah, it's really
well,
fun.
actually,
I recommend
the
it. It's really wholesome and it's just a good time.
Was it like an Oscar nominated last year, like 2023?
No, this year.
Like this year, yeah.
2024. Oh.
About
You haven't been
love.
keeping up with the Oscars, Maz.
No, as in, sorry, I meant to say that it's like a 2023 movie.
It's American.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't
okay.
see John Cena naked on stage?
That's the best
I
part.
Did not know. I did.
Wow,
Yeah,
I missed out.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
This year's been pretty busy, but maybe I always wait for like your movie sucks' recap of it, and I just watch that just because I
Alright,
don't
well,
want to
there
watch
you
it for 4 hours. I watch it for 2 hours instead, or 1 hour. Our most recent animated movie I've watched was 2 nights ago, and I'm so sorry, Russian Laddie. I just couldn't hold it anymore. I watched the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie.
Oh, that's
Um,
okay.
I just couldn't hold it. It is phenomenal. Like it
Alright.
is extremely good. There's a dub out. You two should watch it, and it has nothing to do with the anime, so you don't need like as in not nothing. It has like you can watch it without knowing anything about the anime, and
Cool.
you will be okay. And Rush, you will love the animation. It is
I will use my pants. I will. I'll do it.
it
I've
is
seen clips here and there.
crazy. Yeah, it's crazy
Ooh.
what they even in the start, like just people walking, people like brushing their hair. I'm like, why did you do that? Why did you animate that so well? Like, how much money do you have?
It's always the subtle stuff that gets you.
Yeah.
Always.
True.
Yeah, so that's the most recent movie, and then before that, I just watched 21 Jump Street. Like, it's a very polar. Such a good movie, great movie.
Oh, perfect.
I'll beat you off with both hands. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
all
that's
right,
nice.
let's
That would-
wrap up the podcast. It's approaching
Oh.
end time. Sorry, guys.
Did you want to say anything, James, before you go?
No, I'm okay.
All right, we're gonna kill you now.
Anime. Oh, okay. Bye, everyone.
Wait.
Thank you everyone for listening to the Voice Chat podcast. Again, major shout out to all the patrons and channel members, and consider being one of those if you enjoyed the episode. Thank
maybe
you,
do it.
James, for hopping on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Thank you.
James.
Thank you, James.
I'm glad
Thank
to
you,
be here.
James. Thank you, James.
Thank you.
Thank
you,
I said I'm
James.
glad to
Thank
be
you,
here.
James.
I'm glad to be here. How
you,
much
James.
your welcomes do you want?
Thank you, James.
All right, everybody.
You're welcome.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And logging off now. Thank you, James.